Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Criterion Connection. I'm Wade.
And I'm Joe.
I'm here to talk about a 1987 film by Wim Wenders. It's our second Wim Wenders film.
Yeah.
We're doing Wings of Desire or Vings of Desire.
Please don't.
No. But it's also translated as The Heaven / Sky over Berlin. It's a German film.
Yes.
It's before the Berlin Wall falls.
Also,
It's like right before, because 89, 2 years later, the wall will fall.
yeah, it's a really interesting and really like introspective movie.
Yes.
Where it's there's not really much of a plot. It's pretty simple. Unlike we did, was it To the End of the World or
Yes,
something like
which
that?
has a lot.
Which has a lot of stuff going on. This one, it's very much a character. It's a character change, character arc thing.
Yes.
We follow Bruno Ganz, who plays an angel. And with angels, as we discover in the film, they like hear other people's thoughts and they like watch over people all the time, and that's just kind of what they do.
And they can't see them.
Yeah, and the people can't see them.
Kids can.
Kids can. And we find another character who can't see them but knows they're there, and we find out more about them later. But Bruno Gantz's character pretty much kind of falls in love with this woman.
But his name was Damiel.
Oh, is it Damiel?
Damiel. And then the other one was Cassiel?
Yeah.
Or something
Yeah, the other one, yeah. And he falls in love with a woman, and it really kind of makes him question the nature of his existence and how lonely he is. And we come across another character, Peter Falk.
Yeah.
Played by Peter Falk, who is like they have the scene of him flying into Germany, and he's like acting in something.
Yeah, he's speaking English.
Yeah, he speaks English the whole time, but he's an actor, and he comes up several times in the film. I don't want to give too much away.
There's also...
at least not right now.
He's not the only celebrity that shows up.
Yeah?
Nick Cave
Nick
shows
Cave.
up. Nick Cave shows up and does a performance.
Was it with or without the bad seeds? That's the real question.
Yes.
But yeah, Nick Cave has there's just like a whole scene of a performance of Nick Cave at one of those German clubs.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just a really like simple introspective movie. This was remade later as City of Angels, starring Nick Cage, or at least borrowed from. I also love the use of like black and white in this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because there's a point where I don't know that the angels can't see like color.
Yeah.
So when color
Gets introduced,
it's like it's a nice little. I will say a comment. The movie also has great camera movement.
Yeah.
That just moves.
Wim Wenders, real good, like always on top of his on top of his stuff. It's just a really solid movie and story about a character or two.
Yeah.
Because we have the woman who also
Marianne.
Yeah, who also kind of, it's this whole like she feels the angel there. Just like, Peter Falk. Spoiler alert. It's revealed that Peter Falk used to be an angel. And he
Plot twist.
plants an idea in Daniel's mind that informs the rest of the plot later.
Yeah. That's pretty much the movie. Also, she's a trapeze artist, which is different. It's very different.
Yeah.
Or love interest, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to have much to say about the movie. It's very it's basically this is it reminded me of It's a Wonderful Life a lot.
I've never seen It's a Wonderful Life all the way through.
Oh, basically it's the guardian angel thing. This is what
Yeah.
they do after Christmas.
Okay.
They just hang out in Berlin. It also makes you think of Dogma a little bit.
A little bit.
With Loki and what was the other character's name? Bartleby, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you think about the film?
I really enjoyed it. What really does well with this movie is it's not too complicated. It doesn't get in its own way. It's very simple. It's very elegant, and just kind of gives you the story and goes. I don't know how you feel.
I thought it was. It's funny how like sometimes like these things, I'm the one that beams about a movie, and you're the one that doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
The roles have flipped. I was not really into this movie.
Oh yeah.
It didn't get. It felt like it never got out of second gear for me.
Okay.
It just never got to that point where like, ooh. I appreciate everything that's in it.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate the character. I appreciate the ending. I appreciate all that stuff and the themes and stuff. It just didn't connect with me at all.
Okay.
It felt very disconnected with this movie. I appreciate it. I Vin Vendors is very talented.
Mm-hmm.
It just didn't do it for me.
Okay.
So I guess I'm just gonna straight up say it. I would not recommend this movie to the general audience.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally. Maybe if I watch it at a different time, I would enjoy it more. It just wasn't jiving with me at this moment in my life, or at this moment of when I watched it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good movie. I think it's fair to say it's not for a general audience, because a lot of people probably just need a little more meat on the bone. This is just a really simple, character story. It's not very heavy on the plot. It's just kind of characters in their own thoughts walking around.
For this story, it's like, did it have to be 2 hours?
Fair. I think it's very fair.
Like if you had things building, okay, you can have 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
This one's just like a lot of it's just like, okay, they can hear people's thoughts. Got it.
Yeah.
Come on.
For me, like, I'd seen part of this film before, and I had seen City of Angels before, and I really liked City of Angels, and I really love, the whole kind of idea of it. So maybe that's kind of coloring my perception, as somebody who's come in with a little bit of prior experience with this.
I never seen City of Angels, so
yeah. So, I think it's a fair argument to say it's not for general audiences. I'm going to recommend it because I just think it's a good movie, and that it's it's not one of these action ones that we recommend, and it's not one of these like really heavy on the plot ones. It's a really simple movie. And I feel like it's just real mellow.
Yeah, it's a very mellow watch. I think I was expecting more, maybe.
Okay.
Knowing Vin Vendors, it's like, okay, I was expecting a little more. That just didn't click with me. But what's your thoughts on the film? Let us know in the comment section. Let us know in the comment section below what you think about this film. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Follow us on Instagram, Condish Productions. I think that's about it. This is a pretty short episode. It's a movie you just gonna have to watch. So until next time, I'm Wade.
And I'm still Joe.
And we're gonna see you later.